Got it?
That. Hello.
I think we're on.
I think we're on. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to make sure that everybody is there. All three of us. Hi, guys. All right, I'm removing you from the screen so you're on. Hi, Dr. John the Pope Kelly O'Hara. Goodbye. Hey.
As you can tell, we are just figuring this out basically now as we do it, right? And here we are.
2021.
1 year later. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Stars in the House. I'm James Wesley.
We should have had like full gray wigs and like 200-pound fat suits. Hi, everyone. We have so many people here already. It's so nice. So many nice comments.
Oh, my gosh.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for all the nice anniversary comments. Yes. I'd love to say that was the last time we had a technical mishap at the beginning of the show, but that was more just a foreshadowing of the amount of times. And by the way, James literally just right before the show panicked and went to the unmute button, even though David specifically said, don't touch the mute button. It's going to be fine. Reaching for it.
And I'm just realizing I didn't quite... We got rid of these chairs that we had before. So we have our nicer chairs that are more comfortable. And I realized that I still didn't adjust the camera quite
It's fine. But wait, why am I so short?
Well, I can't help that. However, what we did improve upon was we finally got Tony Award winner Jeff Croyder to come into our lights.
With a mask on.
With a mask and the windows open.
Okay, someone's devastated.
What?
Well, we thought we'd do this kind of cool open, but you know what? I guess it is weird.
And Margie T, by the way, is... AKA Liz Calloway.
Yeah, Liz Calloway's furious. You know what? It's too weird not to have it. We got to have it for the anniversary. Liz Calloway, take it away.
They've won Tonys and Oscars and Emmys and Grammys. There's no red carpet because they're home in their jammies. From Melrose Place to Broadway to Janeway and her crew. Let Seth and James bring all the stars to you.
Anywho.
They're entertaining everyone, so who's gonna grouse? Just sit right back and you'll hear some tales on Stars in the House.
Now does it feel like the real show?
Well, we were trying to be arty and begin with like a cold open, but it was annoying. Hey, people don't know that's Liz Calloway singing, and the music is by Dana Rowe, and those amazing lyrics are by Scott Logsdon. I always say his name wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Scott Logsdon. Alema's alum, Judy Kuhn. Thank you, guys. Oh, Liz Calloway just wrote, ha.
She got her way. I told you that comment was actually Liz Calloway.
Fake YouTube name.
Oh my gosh.
Schmalloway. We know who you are, dear.
Yes.
All right, so we have so many guests. We basically have no time for chitter chatter, do we?
Well, we have a little time for chitter chatter. Good. First off, we want to remind everyone this is for the Actors Fund, and we have quite a few people here today representing the Actors Fund. You'll see them. I mean, we could go through all the people that are going to be here today, but we'll save that. But what we're doing for the first time is we did have Mr. Rosenberg from Virginia, from Wisconsin, who was here, who joined us for a game night. Ryan. But this time we're going to have 6 viewers from around the globe that are here. And there were so many amazing entries, people who send videos of wishing us, a great anniversary. And Seth and I both were crying throughout all of them.
Really moving.
Of joy. They were very moving. And so we asked Jack Plotnick, of course, we couldn't just pick 1 or 2 videos.
Wait, isn't this interesting?
What?
Why in the world should we just support actors in New York? So maybe we should always begin the show. We think that everybody knows what the Actors Fund is, but from this hostile comment, it's apparent that people don't.
Leaf's husband.
I don't believe it's Carol Leaf's husband.
Yes, it is.
He doesn't know any. By the way, if you don't know, Carol and Jeff have supported us so much throughout the last year. I'm actually surprised. Carol, did you make a video? I didn't see a video from Carol Leaf. I feel weird not saying what it's so assumptive.
I know, but I just figured we have Joe Benacasa here. We have.
Well, let's just say at the beginning. It's for everybody in the arts. So right, it's just 2 seconds.
That's true. Any professional in the performing arts
can go. By the way, spring. Ball caps, it would have been funny. Anyway, can go to the Actors Fund for help. We go to actorsfund.org if you need help. Feel free to go. And by the way, if you know someone that's struggling, tell them to go to the Actors Fund. A lot of people don't realize that. Go to the Actors Fund for help with money and also for help just like, how do I get health insurance? But if you can help tonight, you can donate at starsinthehouse.com. And it's very important that you donate because we are trying to get a match. James, what is the dealio?
So the Frances Lear Foundation. Yes, that's Kate Lear, and Maggie Lear's mom. The Frances Lear Foundation is is giving the Actors Fund $10,000, and they're challenging you, our viewers, to match that $10,000 tonight.
Yeah, we're really excited. So can we match $10,000? Because we are trying to get to what I keep calling on SiriusXM $250,000, because I'm not good at math. We are almost up to $750,000. Christine Petty had to correct me.
Is that one of the reasons why, like you say, the thing that you could most improve upon is your timing? It's like 1/4 time, 3/4 time.
No, my rhythm, no, but it's more just like my math is terrible. By the way, I feel bad that you're writing the logo.
I know. Well, we
Just move over.
gotta. God, you do look short. Holy
Anywho,
cow. And I lowered my chair during the theme.
And I lowered my standards when I married you. Hey, what? That was supposed to be into the microphone.
Anyway, you can go to starsofthehouse.com or text Fund 2020 to 56512 and then forward your receipt. We're hoping we're going to get so many donations tonight that we're going to actually, David's going to put people's names and where they're from and the amount on the bottom.
Wait, this is how repetitive we are.
What?
Anybody can get up on the Actors Fund, meaning wedding singers, back of the house, front of the house. Yes, but you know what? I've got to say those things because people will come on this show and go, "We're so happy to support actors in the business."
Or Broadway actors.
Yeah, like people still really don't know. So I know we're repetitive, but we got to say it.
Okay, what's now? No, I'm so distracted by what's at the bottom. What is that? I'm gonna just be reading this the whole time. You know what? I think, David, I think it's too much to have the messages at the bottom. We're trying something new as we're speaking. I think don't you think names and the amounts at the bottom, because the messages it's going to be too much. I will be distracted the whole time.
Okay, well, if he'll be distracted.
I'm making it.
It's fine. Just send them to us and we'll have people read them out loud.
Speaking of David.
Yes.
So on March 15th last year, which was a Sunday,
yes,
we were figuring out how we were going to do this.
And if people don't remember, my amazing idea was, I said to James ago, we're going to start this amazing fundraiser with Kelly O'Hara, and we're going to Facebook Live it, because that's the only thing you could do to get something to live stream. I'm going to call her with my FaceTime, and I'm going to hold it up to the camera, and then I'll be able to interview her, because look, she'll be right there. Then I went to sleep. I was like, case closed. And I literally went to sleep. And James was like, it sounds horrible. So then he and David were like, can we maybe make it better than this?
Exactly. And so we actually found it. And let me see, David. Oh, so this is us on the Sunday afternoon, the day before the show. We already had all these amazing people lined up, many of whom will be here tonight. And this is us just trying it out.
Trying what out?
StreamYard to see how it even works.
Literally one of our sponsors trying it. So it's called StreamYard.com, which we discovered, so it's so much better than holding up an iPhone. And this is us. We found this weird because we streamed it to a YouTube channel.
We streamed it to our Broadway for Orlando YouTube channel.
And we didn't know that we recorded it. And suddenly we came across it recently.
I horrifyingly found out that it had been made public this whole time. Thank God David actually cut out the parts that I was really in it.
Is this you just lurking it back at me scary style?
I'm lurking a little bit.
It's very much like a certain debate when Hillary was talking. It was just lurking. You know what I'm talking about?
We're not going there.
But it's lurking it back at me.
All right, so this is just a little clip of us trying to figure it out.
And the day before we began this.
And in this, you literally see us in real time. David is Seth is playing piano and David is singing, because we thought, maybe they could sing at the same time.
We had no idea that I couldn't play and sing at the same time. It's so frustrating. So we're trying to do the opening from Seussical frantically, and it sounds horrible.
Well, and it's because it's like this is like a time capsule, because this is before all of us were on Zoom and knew, even though this isn't Zoom, before we all knew that you can't talk at the same time. So this is like in real time, Seth and David trying to figure it out.
Being disappointed.
But this is like a little compilation.
And just watch James is lurking in the back.
I don't think music will work on Skype either.
Well, I love that
we tried the music on Skype. It was horrific. That looks great.
I'm just showing it on my phone.
Right. It looks good. Yeah. Let's just use this. What about that thing about adding, what I liked about the other one was those options for, there it is. Banners. Banner. Okay. And then brand. Logo. Okay, so I think we could do okay. Played it a long time ago. What was the fun part? The sour kangaroo wasn't funny. What do you think about? All right, so
you just won't sing together. I think that's
so. All we have to do is this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it off, unless you want to do it from Broadway for Orlando. No, that's kind of weird.
I don't know if it matters. It can, but you should probably create a new.
That's when we're like, we're going to create something new. And my amazing name was Broadway at Home.
Yes.
And Brian Stokes Mitchell was like, aren't you going to have any other actors? I'm like, I thought the actress one was only for Broadway. No, not really. But I couldn't figure out a name. And then Stokes was like, I have it. He literally like, I bought the website already. He literally just like committed, like I copyrighted it. He came up with Stars in the House. He's like, because the house is the name of a theater, but they're in their house right now. And it's not just Broadway. So that was all thanks to Stokes.
So back in the day, those of you who have been watching from the beginning, we had matinees and evening shows. And
2 p.m. and 8 p.m.
That's right.
Not since vaudeville.
That's right. As Seth would always say. And our very first matinee was with our pal.
It was an 8 p.m. show.
Our very first matinee, which was the next day, was Judy Kuhn. And so we are going to bring on Judy Kuhn.
All right.
Because I'm trying not to tell people that Kelly O'Hara was supposed to be her first, Seth.
Oh.
Because Kelly's filming. And so.
Oh, that's good news. By the way, Kelly's filming The Gilded Age. That's actually really good news.
But you had to out me.
Well, 5 seconds ago, you're like, yes, I'm bringing on Kelly.
You have to go with me. You have to go after the hundreds of shows, Seth.
No, I still commit to you. Here's Kelly O'Hara. Hi, Kel.
Oh, Judy. Judy.
Judy knows what it's like to be an understudy. She was Betty Buckley's understudy in The Mystery of Edmund Drood. Hi, lady. Welcome to our show.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Judy.
Good to see you.
You know what's so crazy, Judy? I feel like you were on the show so far into us doing it, and it was literally the second.
It was the second show, right after Kelly. I sort of feel like Kelly and I were the guinea pigs working out the kinks in the technology.
Well, absolutely. We wanted to have two friends that we knew would just go with the flow, and if whatever happened, and would fly without a net. And both of you did.
Yeah, there was a little starting and stopping with music, as I said.
Yes, I do remember that.
When I think about a year later, how much we've all had to like learn about lighting and sound and all the, it's just unbelievable.
I know. I have skills that I didn't really want to have. Like, I'm not interested in technical stuff, but like I had to learn it. Hey, Judy Kuhn, I was just looking at your tweets. I didn't know what stage of Assassins you were in. So you were, when everything shut down, you were doing the new revival of Assassins. By the way, who were you playing? The handgun? Betty, who were you?
Yeah, Sarah Jane Moore.
And where were you in terms of rehearsals?
We were just getting to the end of our second week.
Oh.
And actually, our last day, we sort of saw, it was like watching the storm coming from afar. Mm-hmm. And every day there was a little more conversation about what's going on and what's going to happen. And then I remember on Thursday, we started having meetings as a company with management and stuff about what everyone was feeling and thinking. And then I remember on that Thursday, we were having a meeting and I got an alert on my phone that said Broadway theaters are closing. And I was like, oh. And then they said off Broadway, not yet.
Right.
So it was like, okay. So the next day we came in and it was a Friday. We had a meeting and they said, okay, we're going to postpone the first performance by 2 weeks. And over the next couple weeks, we're going to bring you in small groups. So you'll only come in 1 or 2 days in a week, and maybe you'll just work on two-handed scenes and music one-on-one and things like that.
Wow.
And we all left thinking, okay, this is so weird. What's happening? And that was it. Then the next day they were like, we're closing down. We're not coming back for a while. We are coming back eventually.
Right.
No, for sure, because there are certain shows that have said, we are now closed, but Assassin said it's definitely going to happen.
Yeah, it is the production that will open the theater when theaters reopen.
I don't want to say that I'm your unlucky charm, but the last time you were about to do a big show, Fiddler on the Roof, didn't I break your arm?
No, that was in Long Island. You broke my arm before a concert.
But you were about to go do Fiddler.
I was about to go do Fiddler. No, but
you almost ruined her chance.
We met up in London to do a concert. You gave me laryngitis.
I'm a nightmare.
You are, Seth. I know. I'm afraid to ever do another in-person show with you because what will happen next?
Not true.
Okay, Seth, yes. You found this amazing video You have to show it before we say goodbye to Judy.
So everyone out there, you have to reserve a full 2 hours at some point. I just posted this on my Facebook and Twitter. Judy never even knew that this existed. So after Judy started in chess, which was like one of the most, I can't tell you the brilliance between her and Philip Hoffman and David Carroll. I can't tell you the singing level. That was 1988. When did this concert happen? Philip Kasnoff. Thank you. Yeah. God, sorry. Philip Kasnoff, David Carroll, and you. When did this concert happen?
I think it happened a year later after we closed. I think it was 1989.
And it's in Sweden?
It was a concert in Sweden in a little town in the north of Sweden called Skellefteå, I think it was called. And it was someone had the idea, the World Chess Championship was happening in this little Swedish town. The best chess players in the world were there. And someone had the idea of a closing night celebration, a concert of chess with a full orchestra. The 2 original male stars from London, they asked me, full chorus. It was incredible. Benny played keyboards, Bjorn narrated.
Wow.
That's Bjorn narrating. So, you told me when you did the Les Mis concert, you said basically the whole concert, it was 10 years later, was about one note, which was, what is it? Not a dream after.
Yeah, that one.
Not that B flat. So this chess concert, the Mountain Duet, you have to go up the scale and it ends on a belted E. Were you nervous about it? Or were you just like, no, because I'm acting at that moment. So I'm just acting. What were you thinking?
Well, I had just done it. It wasn't 10 years before. Right. I had just done, it was a year, maybe a year and a half before. The tricky thing about that concert is we were doing the London version, which was different. So there was stuff I had to learn.
I'm going to show this clip. This is you belting the E. The only thing I see you preparing is that you grab your microphone like 5 notes before. But it's just, that's all I notice is you grab it for stability, but you sustain it with vibrato. It is so incredible, the singing. You're going to flip out. Watch this.
All I can say is moments ago, he was right here, ready and waiting.
Never mind him, I haven't missed him so far.
Maybe it won't do anyhow to struggle on without his charm. Funny how all at once I feel that he can go down by the mountain like
That's amazing. I can't wait to watch it.
Doesn't seem like I hit every note on the way up, however.
No, you modify the C, but you do. But the E placement is incredible. I mean, first of all, is that considered belting? And if Mr. Miller at Oberlin heard it, would he literally have had a stroke?
You might have worried about my voice a little bit.
He wouldn't have had anything to worry about.
Oh my God, it's so good. So everybody watch that entire concert.
Oh, Judy, before you go, do you have donations to read?
Do I? Oh, Judy has. Oh.
Judy.
Oh my gosh! Nobody warned me about this. Wait. Okay, I have donation. Hey, I have donations to read. You ready?
Yes.
Are you ready? Oh, I have a lot. Do you want me to read them all? Okay.
Go for it, girl. On an E.
Can't do that anymore. I'm donating $700, half of my stimulus check.
Oh.
I can't think of a better way to commemorate this anniversary. It's going to make me cry. Because I can't think of a better way to commemorate this anniversary date and to give back. Wait, yes, I can. I'm donating the other $700 to your kids, our kids, to you, Seth and James, for doing the impossible during this pandemic. You've given us a place to go, people to meet, friends to make, family to join, theater to enjoy, new talent to discover, and memories to revisit. Donna from Hawaii.
Oh, and it's actually it's Donna because she's
Donna.
Hawaiian. She
Donna.
Dona.
I'm so sorry, Donna. Okay.
As in Dona Nobis Pacem. Thank you.
Bravo to Seth, James, and Dr. LePook for an extraordinary year of service to the arts and many other causes. I first donated on your very first broadcast, then again on Election Day. You guys have made true lemonade from all the lemons thrown this year. Rob from Michigan, $150. Thanks to Seth, James, Dr. LePook, your amazing crew, and all of the stars. Otherwise, this year could have been a nightmare with 3 exclamation points. James from New Jersey, $100. Dear Seth and James, how do we measure a year with stars in the house? How about love? Measure in love. Let's celebrate a year with Sith and friends in the community we love, Sith that we love. Jan from Illinois, $100. Seth and James, wowsy, woo, woo. I am overwhelmed with gratitude for yous and for the incredible 1 year of shows. And huge thanks to Dr. LePook. We love the Actors Fund. Diane and Ron from California, $25.
That's Diane who answers all the letters.
Oh, God, people are amazing. All right, one more.
Okay.
Dear Seth and James, thank you for everything you've done for the arts over the last year. Love, Mary from Massachusetts, $500.
Unbelievable. That's $10,000. Oh my God.
Yeah.
By the way, Judy Kuhn, since you're from the 70s too, the Wowzy Wowzy Woo Woo, I put it in game night and everyone was like, there's no such thing as Wowzy Wowzy Woo Woo. Do you remember that expression from the 70s? Okay, I'm taking you off screen now. Thank you, Judy.
All right, Judy,
I'm infuriated.
we love
Wowzy Wowzy Woo Woo.
You guys are heroes. I love you both so much. Thank you for everything you've done for everyone and for the Actors Fund.
We love you, Judy. Brava. See you back on stage. Oh my God, how great to see her. That was an E-man, just so you know.
We have, before we, Kelly, I see Kelly down here. Kelly, before we bring you on, if it's okay, we want to bring on our first viewer. Do you have time, Kelly? Can you, all right.
Thumbs up.
So we had, like I said, we had so many amazing videos. It was very hard to choose, but this young woman who's about to come on is a senior in high school from Maryland. Her name is Carly, and she's been also in her own way helping the Actors Fund. 1, 2, 3, Carly. Hi, Carly.
Hello.
Hi, Carly. I love your background. It's very much like ours. Yes, Queen. Have you seen those shows, or are those just like your favorite shows? Have you seen them?
It's a mix of ones I've bought or seen or friends have traded with me.
So Carly, when did you start watching Stars in the House?
I've been watching it for about 9 months on and off. But I remember it just coming up on my Instagram feed and being so enamored by the idea.
Oh,
I'm so glad it came up on Instagram. That's because of Jen Ways, because we're so old school. We're like, put it on MySpace. She was like, I think Instagram's cooler.
But Carly, so are you a senior in high? You're a senior in high school. Did I get that right?
Yes, I am.
And what did you make? Do you have them on that you can show what you've been doing? What are they?
They're friendship bracelets.
I love them. And you've been selling them, and then the money raised has been going to the Actors Fund?
Yep. So it started as a junior project. It was my passion project, and I just thought of back when I was younger how much I loved to make these. And my teacher said, "Oh, that's a great idea to make them." But she said, "Why don't you try to find like something more you can do to further this idea?" So I thought, "Oh, I'll make them for friends." And then I took it one step further and thought, friends want these, so I'll sell them. And then once I heard about Stars in the House and just Actors Fund more than before, I was like, oh, I'll just donate the money straight back to Actors Fund, because I mean, I'm so lucky to be okay in the pandemic, so it's like I don't need this money. So I thought I'd just give it back.
Carly, I have a feeling that a certain Tony Award winner would want to say thank you on behalf of the Actors Fund. 1, 2, 3, Kelly O'Hara.
Hi, Carly.
Hi.
Thank you so much. You're such an example. This is a wonderful, and I used to love making those bracelets too when I was a kid. And I never thought to do it for such a reason. So Carly, thank you for being such an inspiration.
Thank you for saying that.
You're so cute. Carly, how old are you?
I just turned 18 last month.
Do we know
Happy
what's going on
birthday.
for college? Oh, wait, last month. So did I. What's your date?
21st.
28th. Work.
Pisces.
Pisces. What's happening next year? Do we know?
Yeah, I'm going to college.
Sorry. Where are you going to go? What are you going to major in?
I'm going to NYU Gallatin, and I'm studying theater marketing / management.
Oh, well, we'll see you on stage.
So we'll all be going to you for advice and help in marketing in the coming years. Don't forget us.
I don't think I could.
Well, thank you, Carly, so much for dropping by and for selling the bracelets and for everything. Really, thank you. It was so nice meeting you.
Thank you, Carly.
Thank you so much.
Bye, Carly.
How fun was that?
Kelly, come on.
How wonderful is she?
How wonderful.
Oh, thanks for joining us.
Just
even
so
though
you-
it's go ahead.
So
Seth.
just so you know, audience, Kelly wrote, quote unquote, "I look a wreck." I've literally never seen a more stunning. Your version looking a wreck. Look at the skin. It's not
No, well, thank you. I was just saying because I just ran in the door I had a wig and makeup on, and so I was feeling that way. But I don't even care. I'm just so happy to be here.
Well, we of course asked David to make a little clip of when you first came on the show because we had to. It was a year ago, and so I'm going to play it, and then we'll talk about it in a second.
There has to be something that we don't know, and sure enough, there was with the help of David Katz.
David Katz, thank you so much.
We were able to figure that out together, and then
so we could do crazy split
Yeah,
screens.
exactly.
Also, David Katz came up with all these graphics you're going to see. Anyway, what else do I have to say? Oh yeah, so we're about to begin it. We're about to begin it. James just wants everyone to know we are not technically savvy.
I think Kelly and Dr. LaPook want that too, because who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, none of us know what we're doing technically.
Right.
All right, so let me introduce our first guest, Miss Kelly O'Hara. Split screen.
Woo!
It works.
Hi.
Kelly, you look so
Powder.
cool.
I don't have enough powder.
It's all good.
Obviously she has a theme to what she wants to. You know what? That's a good lesson. Enough of that. The important thing is that we're here. It's been a whole year of you guys. Your endless energy and love in this community, and it's unbelievable. We're all very overwhelmed with you. So grateful.
Oh,
Thank you,
thanks,
Kelly. We're sort of dying to know about your TV show. Can you give us any kind of scoop?
You know what? You're going to love this TV show. Today, I spent all day standing next to Nathan Lane and Donna Murphy and Christine Baranski and Cynthia Nixon. And so we're doing the Gilded Age for HBO, which is what it is, the Gilded Age, circa 1890. But I mean, Audra McDonald, Celia Keenan-Bolger, Michael Cerveris, Douglas Sill. I mean, and we're all there and we're all living in these beautiful mansions and being snooty and having these really great storylines and upstairs, downstairs, and Deb Monk and Christine Nielsen. And I mean, come on, it's just, I'm forgetting so many people. John Douglas.
Who's the Nellie Olson of the bunch? Who's the biatch?
I don't talk like that.
Not in real life, the character.
Oh, yes, of course. That would be Carrie Coon, who's playing Bertha, the new money. You know, the Gilded Age was very old money, new money. You have sort of Christine Baranski and Cynthia Nixon, who are sisters, and their niece, Louisa Jacobson. And then you have the new money, which is the Vanderbilt-ish, and it's really, really fun. Julian Fellows is writing. It's the American Downton Abbey.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, can't wait.
Michael Angler, Sally Ann Richardson. It's just the most amazing group, and I'm so grateful to have this job. I'm so grateful to be working and learning from these people, and wonderful.
If ever by accident a Jew wanders by a mansion, I'm available. But just like, I know. I'm just saying, like, 4th season maybe.
Yeah, let's wait, see if it gets picked up. All right, Kelly, we love you. Thank you for dropping by.
Kelly, thank you. We love you.
Love you guys. Love
Bye.
you. Bye.
It's hilarious.
Okay. To speak a little bit of the Actors Fund, why not bring from out west Ms. Annette Benning?
Hi.
Hi, Annette.
Hi.
Hold on. We thought Stokes was going to be here.
I'm gonna text him.
Oh, Seth, you're going to text him. Okay. So Seth's going to text.
Okay.
Annette,
Hi.
can you believe it's been a year?
It's actually incredible, and it's a good marker, and it's a good reminder. And I really, really appreciate everything you guys have done. As people have said, your enthusiasm and love, and the way you jumped into this is an inspiration for all of us. And we love the Actors Fund. Just to remind everybody, we're for everybody in entertainment, and we're for everybody all over the country. And in fact, during the pandemic, the Actors Fund has sort of helped raise almost $20 million in emergency funding. So as you guys mentioned, if anybody out there is in trouble, we're here for you.
Yes.
The Actors Fund staff, the pleasure of being on the board is knowing these people and the way that they work and the size of their hearts. We just love them to death. And so there's a lot of people to thank right now. All the people out there, like all the people that just donated now, Jan and Diane and Ron and Donna, and thank you for caring.
And look at all the people at the bottom, Annette. This is the first time we've ever done this.
Oh, wow. Okay. Emily from Georgia, Ed from Massachusetts, Julie from California. Thank you so much. This pandemic has been obviously really hard in so many ways, but in the entertainment business, it's been decimating.
Yes.
Any kind of live performance, as everybody knows that's watching, whether you're a dancer or a musician or a singer or an actor. Film and TV is doing pretty good now. There's a lot of production, but live entertainment is still really bad. So we're talking about everybody behind the curtain and in front of the curtain, and everybody behind the camera and in front of the camera. We're here for you.
Absolutely.
So we're talking healthcare and housing and emergency financial assistance and all that good stuff. So,
and Annette, you're reminding me, because the Actors Fund, I know, hired a team back in the fall to help people regarding health insurance, because a lot of people in the arts are losing their health insurance. And because of the new stimulus bill, I know that there is COBRA assistance. I believe it's up to 100%, but the Actors Fund has a team that will help people in the arts make sure that they get those subsidies.
Yeah, it's a really important thing. It's a program called Every Artist Insured. So you can call up the Actors Fund, and they're really good online. You can email or call, and somebody will help you, as you're saying, as you're talking about, James, about insurance, which is so important. And they've hired people during the pandemic to help everybody get their insurance going. I also want to just mention how the awareness of the Actors Fund has exploded because of Stars in the House. So many more people around the country know about it. And we've also brought in so many amazing partners and people that sort of weren't aware of us before, like Netflix, like TikTok. We raised a whole bunch of money there. The showrunners, the people that help run all the television shows across the country, they got together and helped us out. So it's really been this explosion. This sad event has caused so many people to step up. And because those of us in the entertainment business, we lead with our hearts, and you guys are our example. So thank you for all the energy and the love that you've put into the last year. It's really been fun. Oh, and I don't want to forget the voting thing that we did. That was so great.
Look, it's right behind. See the votathon? Your name's on that.
That's right. It was awesome. And voter registration. We worked on all of that good stuff, which now seems like a distant memory. However, it's not.
The need will, that's right. The need will continue, as I think we've all learned over the last 4 or 5 years. Annette, before you go, are you able to go to the private chat? Because David Katz put some donations on there and some messages for you to read if you can see it.
Yes. Can you still see me?
I can.
Oh, goody. Okay. Hi, guys. It's Nancy and Susan in Decatur, Georgia, tuning in for another exciting evening with our favorite stars. Thanks for all the joy you've given us this past year. $350. Corinne LaPouque from New York, $100. Or that's probably...
No, that's right. You got it right.
Okay. Did I say it right?
Yeah. Yes. Corinne LaPouque. Dr. LaPouque's. Yeah. Go ahead. Keep going.
I got the feeling there was a connection.
Yes.
There. Carol from Florida, $250. I love my dear friends Seth and James, and I'm so proud of all they've done to help artists in need. Your pal, Jack Plotnick. Wowsy, woo woo.
Wowsy, woo woo.
Okay, here's another one. Dear Seth, James, and Julie, I'm so thankful for you and everything you've done this year. I just started working for my state doing COVID test analytics. Ask Dr. LaPook. Oh. Here's $250 to the Actors Fund from my first paycheck. Love, Sandy B in North Carolina.
That's Sandy Berman, our friend from the Broadway cruise. Hi, Sandy.
That's very nice.
Oh, that's so
awesome.
nice. What an amazing night. Oh, wait, before I forget.
Yes.
Everybody watching right now, please like the video you're watching.
Oh, right.
Because that's really going to help us with the algorithms, and subscribe. And that way, when we want to get fancy stars like Annette Benning, we can go look at all the subscribers we have. Because she says, unless you have over, the point is, please subscribe.
And by the way, we can't announce it yet, but let's just say Annette Benning is working on a big reunion. I don't know unless you want to announce it, but I think
we can announce it. Can't we announce it?
If you want, it's your movie.
Well, we're going to do a reunion of the movie The Kids Are All Right. And
yes.
I only have one more cast member to get, but after this, he's sure to sign on.
There you go. Yay. That's coming up.
Hey, listen, Annette Benning, before you go, you know, James and I were talking, and you and Brian Stokes Mitchell work so well together for the fun. We thought maybe when theater is allowed to happen again, you guys would want to do a show together. So David
Perhaps
Katz,
a musical.
Yeah, musical. So David Katz put together maybe some posters. So I think the two of you would be great. Perhaps in Greece is Sandy and Danny. There you are. There's Stokes. Another option, I mean, you know, it's not quite age appropriate, but it'd be adorable, is if the two of you were in Annie, but we called it Annette. So thank you for the option. We'll see you post pandemic.
Start warming up now.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, you guys. Just a reminder, too, to everybody, you know, half of the money that the Actors Fund has given out during the pandemic has gone to California. So this is a huge nationwide effort. We're in New York and we're California, and we're in all the places in between. So thanks, you guys.
Yes.
Thanks for your work and for your big hearts, and you're an inspiration to all of us.
Oh,
thank you, Annette. We'll see you soon.
Yes.
Okay, see you soon.
Bye.
How cool is that, man?
I love that Annette announced. I know. Didn't want to say anything here.
Thank you for the great donations. We have a big $10,000 matching. So anything you guys can send.
Francis Lear Foundation.
Yeah, thank you, Francis Lear.
So we want to bring on a viewer.
Yes. Now, by the way, this is my sister. My sister Nancy usually does all the donations. This is basically one of her top 3 favorite viewers. She's constantly like, "Oh my God, I love her." So are you ready?
All the way from Germany, Isabel.
Hello.
Hi, Isabel. You are at every live. You are at my concert every Sunday. You are at every single Stars in the House. I guess my first question is time zone. Are you in like Germany, New Jersey? Are you actually in Germany?
I'm actually in Germany, and it is actually 1:40 in the morning.
About to, because of our time change, you actually are watching it an hour earlier than you normally do, right?
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
And quite frankly, what time do you have to get up in the morning?
At 5 a.m. when I'm working. So that's Mondays to Fridays.
Wait a minute. You do take a nap, don't you? Please tell us you do.
Usually when I'm watching live, I'm sleeping before the show. Yes.
Oh.
Now, what got you so interested? Are you a Broadway fanatic? Like, what got you so interested in Stars in the House? You're so loyal.
Well, I used to like a few musicals, you know, but honestly, my connection to Broadway is just you, Seth. Because, I came in via John Barrowman.
We love John.
You saw the live concert we did in London?
Right. I saw your 3 shows in London with him, and, well, I stayed.
Aww. Wait, so it was his show with me, and then I got you as a fan because of it. I love it.
Love that story. And Isabel, you hear us all the time. We say, I mean, we're grateful and amazed that people donate, period. But then it's a whole other level when it's someone who donates from another country, because, we say it's for everyone in the arts, but obviously the Actors Fund is for people in the United States. Why do you donate?
Well, us in Germany, we are far better off. Nobody here loses their insurance just because they can't work. They do get paid, but not as much as when theaters are open, but they still get paid. So, and I just can't believe there are countries in this world where this just doesn't happen.
It's true.
Hey, Isabel, I did a chorus line in Germany at the Alte Oper in Frankfurt. Do you live near there?
No, not at all. I'm in the east, near the border to Poland.
I was not there doing a musical. Show everybody how you have our Stars in the House swag. Show everybody your fancy, what is that, a sweatshirt or a t-shirt? I can't see what it is.
This, okay.
Yes.
You are one dedicated lady. Well, Isabel, it's so great to finally meet you. We see your name all the time.
And we love it. We love seeing the comments.
And thank you for the video. It's so wonderful. So we're going to see, we'll see you, I'm sure, well, tomorrow night, but also at my concert on Sunday.
That's right.
Thank you, Isabel.
Thank you, Isabel.
Thanks.
Bye.
To actually know who these people
I
are.
know. So our next guest was one of our second or third TV reunion way back a year ago.
I know when we first began doing TV reunions.
And he put it together for us.
He's got the Tony, he's got the Emmy, I think he has multiple. He's got the 3 names. Please welcome Mr. David Hyde Pierce.
Hi, David.
Hey guys, good to see you.
David, good to see you too. We used to see David on the Upper West Side, but now we're all the way upstate.
Oh, where are you?
In
about an hour outside the city.
Warwick. It's like,
Yeah. Well, good. Yeah, I miss you.
I know. We miss New York. Okay, so David Hyde Pierce, we don't want to brag, but we basically think that we are the ones that greenlit the Frasier reboot.
So 'cause we got this little clip here. So you tell us what you think.
I have a question. Kelsey, everyone keeps talking about this so-called reboot. What the hell's going on with that?
Well, it's just something we've been kicking around. Right now, this is it.
How's it going?
This is what we've been doing. It's not a sure thing. It's just, but we're hoping.
I'm loving the script.
It's true. You're absolutely right. It came basically from your mouth to his ears or something.
To Fred Silverman. By the way, I don't even know who's in charge anymore. It's like a 40-year-old name.
I don't think it's Fred anymore, but yeah. So,
are you doing it, David?
Well, as Kels said, it's being talked about. It's being talked about more than it was a year ago, and a lot of us have other projects, including Kels, going on right now. So it's hard to know when it would happen. But yeah, it's being talked about.
Oh, it was so much fun having all of you on, not once but twice.
Well, it's cool. It's always cool. Any opportunity to get together with those guys is pretty awesome. We're quite a.
The last big show what are you gonna say? I'm sorry I cut you off.
I said we were quite a friendly bunch.
Yeah,
we really saw that in the reunion. It was really like you could really tell in that reunion how much you guys loved each other. It was very sweet. I was gonna say the last big musical you did was Hello Dolly. What do you? A lot of people talk about how hard it is to do 8 shows a week and blah blah blah. But what do you miss about doing a musical?
What I miss most immediately is I was doing a new musical called The Visitor at the Public, and we were just about to start tech. We were a day away from our Sitzprobe when we shut down, and this cool thing happened, kind of like with you guys, where our stage manager, James Latus, every Saturday after our last day of rehearsal, he would do this thing called Wine and Unwind, where he'd bring in these fantastic baked goods that he would make, and we'd have wine. We'd all hang out. Well, a week after we shut down, he decided to just do a Zoom call. And we have now done it every Saturday night for a year.
Oh my gosh.
Members of the cast, members of the crew, the orchestra, people who, like with the orchestra, we didn't get together with the orchestra yet before we shut down. So we got to know people. We know each other so intimately, going through all of the ups and downs of this crisis together. So when we finally get back, which we hope will be, I don't know when, the fall maybe, we'll be very, very intimate and very excited to be working again.
Oh my gosh, I want to be at the very first performance. The energy. I mean, no one's had a rehearsal period like that before. I mean, getting to know one another. It's like a TV series when you've seen, I'm sure for you, like, the last season of Frasier, and when you've gotten to know all those people, you don't get that luxury in theater, but you've had that luxury. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's sort of like doing a long run. You know, when we were at the end of Hello, Dolly, we knew each other a lot better than when we did it.
Yeah.
But it's and I was thinking too that also all of the shows when they first come back, not only is it going to be what it is for all of us who are on stage or working in the theaters, but for audiences, for the first time, they get an opening night.
Yeah.
Because they've been preparing for a year to come back and do what they do. And all of a sudden they have that energy. I think it's going to be a huge, like two great waves crashing together in all these theaters.
It's going to happen.
That's such a lovely way to look at it. The audience being another character. Oh, that's so wonderful, David.
All right.
Well,
David,
we love you.
you.
Thank you for always coming through for us. See you soon.
You guys are amazing. And just, you bring such joy to and money to people who need it. So thanks.
Thank you,
David.
DHP. Oh, how nice is that? How wonderful. So interesting. They didn't even know each other that well. Now they really do.
Love that. I was not expecting him to say literally every Saturday for a year.
Neither did I.
I thought we've gotten together a couple of times.
Yes. How great. It's a new show. That's just so interesting.
Well, speaking of someone, we haven't seen him 52 times, but we've seen him quite a bit.
And
on
how my
Stars
sister,
in the House.
yeah, and how my sister loves Isabel. This is the man that my sister always says, "Why can't you be more like him?"
That's true. It is true. Nancy's like, why can't Seth be more like Mark Shaman? Well, let's ask Mark Shaman. Hi, Mark.
Hi.
Hi, Marky.
How you doing?
We're okay.
I'm sorry. I'm getting my lyrics already here, so I'm sorry. Yeah. Hello. I'm with you now. Okay.
You're fully prepared.
I love it.
Mark, you come through.
Oh my God! I've forgotten the most important thing.
What? Chops? What?
Let's just keep talking, and then things will get better and better.
Mark was yet again super early on, so like maybe this first.
The ring light.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Does it make any difference?
Yeah, a little more lit. Marky, I've never seen more Broadway shows announced for a person when Broadway is shut. It's a lot of like coming to Broadway with Mark Shaman. So what is happening with all of your damn shows?
You know, right now I feel like we're roadkill, but I hope that, life will come, where Some Like It Hot was really ready. It was like crowning. But what can I tell you?
Have you been using it to are you like guys developing it still? It's on hold, period.
Well, we're waiting for, I have a fabulous video from me and my husband, Lou, who couldn't be here tonight. Did you like how I just changed the subject? Because
it was a complete non-answer.
I don't want to get depressed in front of you, but I'm so Jewish. I'll go there in a second.
Then let's not do that.
All right, then
I'm right with you.
I'm going to lift you back up. By the way, Lou couldn't be here. Where the hell is Lou?
Yeah.
He's playing tennis. He
Mark,
plays tennis all the time now.
I'm so over it.
This video that says "Don't play, Seth!" Exclamation point.
I think he just.
Wait, no, you got.
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Pour a cheerful toast and fill it, happy anniversary. But be careful you don't spill it, happy anniversary. Oh, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary.
I love it.
I love that the doggy.
She has to be a part of everything. She can't. I had to close the door, or else when I start playing the piano now, she'll come running down.
Please, we have Bagel right under our feet, digging in, and you have the other one over here. We get it.
We love it. Wait, so Lou plays tennis?
He's become obsessed now. I mean, he always, he's turned me on to tennis. Yeah, but there's a place up here now that they can get together in a socially distant way, and he's there a lot. I've become a tennis widow. It's okay.
I was saying, how's your puzzle injury? I was thinking of you the other day.
It never ends. As soon as I think I've stopped giving myself injuries, even on the iPad, I do it and I sit in the same way for like 7 hours, and then I wonder why. Oh my God, I hurt so much. I'm like, I'm just an old man.
I just got sciatica. I've had it for 3 weeks. It is driving. I think of you often.
Thank you.
Not Namaste.
Whenever you're in pain, you think of Mark?
Yeah, well, it's a Jewish thing.
Okay, got it.
All right, so Mark, I didn't even really specifically ask you, but I'm praying you're going to perform something for us.
Well, I whipped up just a little something. It's just a little something. I was just trying to think of what song I could write some lyrics to, and then it came to me. Shall I just jump right into it?
Jump right into the donations after this, so go.
Oh, okay. Now, can you hear the piano?
Yeah.
Okay. We love ya, Seth and James. We love ya, Seth and James. We all get high from all them belting Broadway dames. We don't need crystal meth, just Kristen Chenoweth along with Seth and James. Thank God for James and Seth. We love you, James and Seth. You've had us singing show tunes as we stare down death. When life's gone down in flames, they just play party games. We love you, James and Seth and Seth and James. Oh my God, I'm exhausted.
Hey, with the Liza high note at the end. Amazing, Mark.
That's it.
Oh,
you still got it. Next up, donations, please.
I've been in this seat for a year. I've gone completely insane.
Welcome to our world. You should have
and
donations.
It seemed like to your viewers, it must seem like I've been in this shirt all year, but this is just my favorite shirt to wear. So sorry, I do wear other shirts.
It's all good.
So do you need donations, Mark?
Sure.
All right.
I'm going to private chat.
And
then it says
crystal meth. Just
hold on, though. I think
that's really good.
But these in the private chat, I think were there's. He texted to you, Mark. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to give you a shout out for crystal meth. Kristen Chenoweth is extremely amazing. The bookends.
Oh, you got to do it right. So there's a lot here. And
well, we want to thank the Francis Lear Foundation for the match, $10,000,
and Mark Shaman for the original song.
Yes.
Now, should I really sing all these? Because there's a lot there.
Use your artistic judgment.
Happy anniversary in a full year of not knowing the day, the month, or the week. I didn't know where I'd be at 8 p.m. most nights, glued to stars in the house for great entertainment. That's from Ralph from Connecticut, $183. I like 183, not 180.
I love that.
183. Seth and James and Dr. LaPook, happy anniversary and thank you. I can write other kind of music. But when I do these, I just want to go full on showbiz. And thank you, been watching from day one. And today I got my second shot. That's from Miles from New York. Woo, 1,000.
Wow, that's amazing.
Thanks for all you've done this past year. Best, Alice from Brooklyn, $500. One more.
Okay.
What should the rhythm be? I'll do maybe a hairspray.
Oh,
what?
Okay. Yes.
Thanks, Seth. No, I can't do it. I got to do showbiz. Thanks, Seth. It's got to be, born in a trunk. Thanks, Seth and James, for making a long year much more entertaining. You've run longer than most Broadway shows. I can speak to that, yeah. Mazel tov, Bruce from New York, $100.
Judy, it's so beautiful.
Wow, it's marvelous. It's marvelous.
Thank you, Mark.
Mark, you say hi to Lou. We miss him.
I will.
All right.
Love you guys. Mark. Thank you guys so much.
Bye, Mark. We love you. Man, you stop, honey.
Okay, hold on, Seth. We have, you know what? We're going to, Andrea Burns, because we had to have Andrea on because she's such an important part of Stars in the House. And she's actually taking a few minutes. I think we've got her for like 3 minutes while she's on a rehearsal break. So let's bring her on while Seth's on the couch with Mandy. 1, 2, 3. Andrea Burns.
Hi.
Hi, Andrea.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Hi, Andrea.
I'm so happy and proud of you both and devastated that this is still happening.
Yeah, that part's crazy.
Honestly. But I really just want to thank everyone who has been following Stars in the House, all the amazing artists who have contributed and their time to the Actors Fund, and all of you, all of those people that we miss having in the audience who have been showing up for us all year. It's been incredible, huh?
You have so many fans. Everyone keeps just like saying hello to you, like relentless.
Hi, everybody.
Hey. So before you go, because we've told the story so many times, but I wanted to just clarify it. So James and I got this great award.
Right, it's right here. I brought it. We got the
This
Q
one's just
award
not-
for
This
LGBTQ advocacy that it was a couple of months ago.
But I just want to clarify what happened. So we were doing it was filmed, and the guy running it, who's so nice, Chef Kalbach, said, basically mentioned someone else who was going to give us the award. So in my mind, I was waiting for this other person. I can't remember who it was going to give this award. And he was like, hey, we've got someone here. And I kept thinking, oh, it's going to be this other person to give us the award. And he's like, we have a surprise for you. And it was Andrea. So we was in the middle of the afternoon. So I'm like, oh, he's showing us this really cool video. And she was like, hi, you guys. So
Actually, I said, surprise. And your reaction was,
because you know what? I thought it was like those weird automated phone calls where they go, I can't hear you, and it's all pre-recorded. So I thought you were just that surprise. And I'm like, I'm not going to respond because it's a video of Andrea saying surprise. So I was just like,
by the way, and also like it was a gala that was going to be streamed, pre-recorded and aired at night, like a special thing. And I wanted to give the gala its due. So like I'm like queen of the Zoom backgrounds. So I had like a whole sort of gala setup. It's like 2:00 in the afternoon. I was like dressed like it's an evening thing. And I'm just so excited to surprise these guys. And they were dead-faced.
We didn't know. I thought it was a video. So
because I'm not used to Andrea. I'm used to this background.
So he was thrown by the
So I
background.
was thrown by the background. I was thrown by the outfit, and I'm like, it's weird during the day. It looks like it's at night. I didn't
And I'm
know
like,
what
I don't
was
want to be
happening.
stupid and be like, hey, Andrea. And then it's just like a weird video. So I'm like, I'm not going to. So the end of the story is we literally found the video. So just so people know that it's not hyperbole.
Just a little clip so people can see before you go.
Show the horrificness and the egg on your face as you're like crack.
Egg on our face.
Well, but egg on her face because she's waiting for us to go, oh my God, it's Andrea.
Yeah.
We're just like, okay, here we go.
Get anyone else?
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
Arrange a little something for you. We have a very special guest. I could talk about you all night, but we brought this person on to talk about you.
Okay.
Surprise! Hi. It's actually more than I remember.
No, but you knew from my
open.
You knew from my dead eyes that my reaction was crazy. Surprise!
You were already giving poor Jeff Kalbach, who was like, I could talk about you all night. And you gave him the I'll be the judge kind of look. Signature.
Andrea, on that note, we're gonna thank you for dropping
And
by.
off
We
to
love
rehearsal
you.
for Brigadoon.
Oh, go direct, lady.
Brigadoon.
Go direct.
Direct the
Thank
hell
you.
out of it.
Love you. Mwah.
Love you.
Bye,
Bye.
Andrea Mondays.
Speaking of guest host, Lady Braxton.
I got to deal with that tonight.
You have to deal with that. We love Brenda Braxton, and here she is.
What? Wait, did she not know she was going to be on camp?
You always catch me when I'm doing things.
Brenda, in fact, watch this.
Yeah, people don't know. This is Brenda's signature.
David put this together.
Guess whose birthday it is? Stars. Oh, whose key is that? Whose key? Hey, y'all.
So here she is. She's always in a new outfit. I don't know what the makeup scheme is going to be today, but please welcome Lady Rap Braxton. There she is.
Yes.
Hello, all.
Hello.
I did an easy beat today.
How long did it take?
20 minutes.
On each eye. All right, I'm going to bring on Brenda Braxton. I'm looking at her
camera and she's nowhere to be found.
It's a lovely backdrop.
I told.
Absolutely. Oh
God!
Comes.
What? Brenda Braxton.
Wait a minute. I think we need to check in, Seth.
Yes.
Check in right now.
Brenda Braxton, we're going to bring you on.
Oh. Is that Seth? Is that you?
Yes, that's us.
Seth, is that you?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, wait. Oh my goodness. You caught me. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Seth, is that you? I was just doing a little clean. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, let me plug you in. Oh my God. You caught me. Oh, you caught me. Oh, wait, I dropped it. Oh, wait. You caught me. Just straightening up a little bit. How are you?
wonderful, regular Thursday afternoon.
Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why didn't you tell me you were coming? It's not the
Judy Garland show. You pretend to be surprised by people.
Oh my God. I can't believe I did some of that stuff. Oh God.
You're a mess, lady.
Guys.
Hi, Brenda.
Hi, Brenda.
You know what? The funny thing is when you first asked me to come on the show, I was like, okay, what is this? All right, whatever. Okay, how long is this gonna take? And now a year later, it's like, oh my, and I'm a star on it. How are you guys?
Well, it's a mixed day, with everything. It's a reason to celebrate, but it's also because of all the community and the money raised, and like Isabel from Germany saying, she saw the need here, and
yes,
but it's a somber occasion, and the reason it's a weird sort of experience,
So we are still in such a better place right now with our new president, with everything that that's going on, and the fact that you guys are still here. I don't even think that you realize fully what you have done for our community and for the world, because look, Germany just checked in, you know what I mean? So it's just amazing what you guys have done, and I'm getting my first shot on Friday. I'm so happy.
Yes,
I know. But I had a little faux pas because I was trying to find some place to get the shot, right? And so I couldn't find some place to get the shot. And then I finally put in that I was over 60, and it came right up. And then I was able to make an appointment. What is that about?
Yeah. People cannot believe it. If you don't know Brenda Braxton, she has a whole basic series, Act 2 Now What? Because everyone thinks she's 31. How old are you now? Are you 62 now? 64.
I'll be 65 in August.
A Leo. And what is that grape juice?
Yes.
You're a good liar.
Brenda, we love you. Thank you for dropping by and for always being there.
And don't forget, I'm going to be on the 30th. Right.
Yes, Women's History Month.
Yes, and we're going to do a Cougar the Musical reunion. And we're actually also going to do a little thing on B. Smith, because that's where we all used to hang out when we were doing Cougar the Musical. And she passed away about a year ago. But she was really, really, really amazing for, I'm sorry, fire engines again. Oh Jesus. But she was really, really amazing for the African-American community to have had a restaurant by B. Smith on 46th Street. The first one was on, I think, 48th Street.
Right.
A lot of things went on for the Broadway community, especially the African-American community. But a lot of people don't even know. Oh God, these people are getting on my nerves with the engines. I can't take it.
You got to move, girl. You know what? We're out.
Brenda, we'll see you.
We'll see you next week, lady.
We'll see you on the 30th. On the 30th. She's going to be here on the 30th.
30th.
Love you.
Right. Love you.
Love you, Brenda.
Bye. All right.
She's not changed in 30 years.
I
man.
love it. So we have not one but two people from the Actors Fund who can explain much better than us
what the hell
it's
the Actors Fund does.
Please welcome BB Newirth,
Ms. BB Newirth,
and Joe Benacasa.
Hey.
Hi, Joe.
Joe, the lighting is on point.
Is it on point? Oh boy, that's a surprise. Well, hey guys, let me start. Hey, BB, as the vice chairman of the board, founded the Dancers Resource. You guys have helped the Actors Fund help 40,000 people in every state and territory in this country. More than almost 16,000 people have received direct financial assistance. The nursing home is COVID-free. All of our residences are doing well. And you have brought the Actors Fund to the world. And we want to thank you so much for what you've done over the past year. You've really been saviors. And we thank you very much. And now I got to toss to BB because she's going to be a far more articulate than I am. BB.
Oh, never. No. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, BB.
Oh.
Nancy and I have our two guys wandering around.
BB, you're very James Bond villain petting the cat. Exactly. I like it. I want to give a shout out, just a quick shout out to the Actors Fund, because what's so great about the Actors Fund is there's no red tape. Basically, just go to the Actors Fund. You're like, I can't pay my rent. And the Actors Fund is like, hey, what is it? Like,
or I don't know how to access the COBRA for health insurance, and they have someone there.
It's
to
so
help them.
immediate. The Actors Fund help, and that's why you guys are so amazing, and that's why we help the Actors Fund so much, because you guys really do it.
And there's a broad range of services and a broad range of challenges and needs that people in the performing arts and entertainment community all across the country have. And it's not just one thing. There are so many different services that are on offer. And one thing that also we don't always mention enough, and I think it's really important, is the Actors Fund and the people. When you call the Actors Fund, the person on the other end of the phone is going to honor you, respect you, and keep your communications confidential. Nobody's going to know that this conversation ever happened. And I feel like that's a really important thing.
I love that. Yeah.
It's very difficult to ask for help because you have to admit to yourself that you need help. And then you have to, screw your courage to the sticking place and make the call. And then the other person, you have to know that they are going to have the deepest respect for you. And they're going to be able to help you and say, well, they might even, get creative and say, well, this is the problem, but over here, we can help you with this. And that's going to alleviate this problem for you. And I just think the staff is just so wise and really good at their jobs.
I love that you said that, because it's true. Every single person, and I mean in the last year, who have told us that we were like, wow, you went to the Actors Fund. Not necessarily, sometimes they've told us on the show and many times after the show. And that is one of the first things that they say is how compassionate the person was on the other end of the phone.
Yeah.
You're totally right. I'm so glad you said that, BB.
Yeah, we had Tamir Shapiro and Maggie. Everyone is just so right there.
Yeah, everybody. And it's what is it, Joe? 5-star, 4-star charity navigator ratings. They do everything right. They're really thoughtful. The money comes you donate to the Actors Fund. I mean, people should know when they donate through Stars in the House, that money's going to actually go to help people. It's not some fancy building with all kinds of fancy stuff.
Right.
It actually, it's used well.
Yes.
Yeah, I can just add, we're very proud of Charity Navigator, our rating, which is the highest any charity can get consistently. And I always love the nursing home. Last week, we have all these, it's the most highly regulated business in the country. And Jordan Stroll, our administrator there, calls me up and he goes, hey, they showed up for an inspection on, at 6 o'clock in the morning. By the way, we got a perfect rating again from the state of New Jersey and the federal government. Okay. So we have such a dedicated staff. And I'm so glad that Annette mentioned it earlier and that you mentioned it, BB. The people who work at the fund, they are on a mission, and it's really inspiring.
Yeah. And those inspectors, a lot of times they go to the home and they stay for a meal. Like, why would you? Can you imagine going, no, I think I'll have lunch at the nursing home. Well, that's their choice because it's very good.
And I'll tell you, it's really, the food is terrific. It has to be good since we're, we're serving people who worked in show business and are used to eating out. But very often, Jordan tells me that the people who do the inspections, they often say, hey, will you hire me? I'd love to work here, So,
I bet.
So we're very proud of the organization, and we're proud of our leadership, our governance. Stokes, Bibi, all of our fiduciaries, the 39 people who serve on the board, are just absolutely inspiring to us, and they keep us motivated and moving forward. So,
and when people like you, James and Seth, you have this brilliant idea and go, maybe we could put on a show like every night and do this. You know that we will, that the Actors Fund will take care of everything that you need, and we will be really responsible with those funds. And it's also great that you guys are doing this because it helps us tell everyone across the country, if you are a radio disc jockey in Phoenix,
right,
Actors Fund is for you. If you're playing the cello in wherever, the Actors Fund is for you. It's all across the country in every aspect. If you're a songwriter, everything.
I have to mention, Bibi founded something called the Dancers Resource, and it's part of our Career Transition for Dancers program. But what Bibi's done to help us reach out to the dance community is phenomenal. We've been able to provide lots of counseling and financial assistance to dancers, which is wonderful. We know that dancers, kind of like baseball players, don't make a lot of money in our business.
Yeah, yeah, we're kind of the bottom of the food chain of the performing arts. But this time has been it really excruciating for dancers because we train in groups and we train together, and it's been very, very challenging. And as you guys were saying, I think it was to Brenda, my friend Brenda, you were saying, it's a happy anniversary, but we wish we didn't have to be here,
right,
and do this because the need is so strong, and all the donors, bless you, thank you so much, because it's not letting up, and people are still in dire straits.
Yes,
and live performing arts are going to be the last thing to come back.
Yes.
I worked on a show today. I was doing a day on a TV show, and I was working with Aaron Fate, Mark Kudish, Audra McDonald. You know where I was.
With Kelly.
Right. Yeah. And
the Good Fight. Okay.
Yeah, you look at, and Brenda's going to be there tomorrow.
Right,
and
of course.
All sheet, and it's all these people in theater and performing arts, and
Yeah. Bibi and Joe, thank you so much for everything. And Joe, we got cupcakes. Thank you so much. That's going down and getting another one as we speak.
Happy anniversary, and thank you very much. And
I've had 2 cupcakes already.
Okay, terrific. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. See you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, Joe.
My God, that's so
bye,
good.
Bye, Bibi. Let's bring on, we could not do this without him, Dr. John LaPook.
Hi, guys.
Hi, John.
Listening to everybody, these wonderful voices, there's a common theme here. It's obvious that in the world, there's a lot of disappointing behavior out there. We could just leave it at that. But in this arena, there's a lot of wonderful behavior. I mean, this has been an arena which is a magnet for good souls.
Yeah.
And one person after the other. I mean, I was thinking as Mark Shaman, was pouring his heart out and singing, and, Andrea and Bibi and Kelly and all the people who have been on over the last year, they all have in common this compassion and empathy and love and generosity of spirit, and not a bit of cynicism. And I think, at a time in this world, which is, let's face it, more than 500,000 souls are gone, and think of all the people who love those souls. It takes your breath away. And I think in that type of a time, we need to know that the world is full of these wonderful people in this cozy setting. And I said it, I remember, I think a year ago, that the actors and the artists are doing what they've always done, which is to bring us together. And it really is an emotional thought to have at this time, which is, of course, both poignant and sad and tragic, but at the same time, there is this line, this thread of positivity that has happened during this year, as yet again the arts have stepped up.
Every year Seth hosts Red Bucket Follies. He's done it for over 10 years for Broadway Cares, and it's the only time that I'm going to start to get choked up that there's a moment of silence on Broadway, because of course it all began, you were in the AIDS wards in New York City in the 80s. It began because of all the people that were dying of HIV and AIDS. And Judith Light does it a lot of times. But David found this great image that I thought was a ghost light on the stage looking out onto the audience, that there are empty chairs, and I thought it was very appropriate. So I would love to just have that on for a moment. I won't be on, Seth won't be on, you won't be on, and just have it in memory. Because I saved the newspapers for the week that we started, and because Seth gets the daily news, and I look at it, and this was a year ago, and that's when we were able to count the people who died of COVID in single digits.
Mm-hmm.
City hits 5 COVID-19 deaths. And you think of it a year later and where we are as a world and the country, and as amazing as it is, all the science that's gone in to the vaccinations, and thank God for those scientists and the doctors and the nurses and everyone else, it's still a great tragedy.
And I think it's so important. I'm glad you said that we understand the importance of us mourning what we have lost over the past year. And I know that that was a lesson I learned very painfully, because I didn't do it properly during the time of AIDS. I was an intern March of 1981. I saw the first patient with AIDS at Columbia Presbyterian. Every single patient, I was a newly minted doctor. I thought I was going to save people. Everybody with AIDS for years who I had died, everyone. And then we had the cocktails that came along, the antiretrovirals, and fade out, fade in, and sort of life went on. And none of us ever got counseling. None of the doctors, at least not that I know. We never talked about it. It was just go on. And it hit me many years later. I think I told you, like 20 years later, I was watching The Normal Heart, and it ended with the pictures of real people. Right. And I couldn't even get up. The theater was empty. And Kate and I were left, and she said, "What's the matter?" I said, I think I have PTSD or some form of it. So the reason why I share that is I think we've all gone through this terrible year together. And I applaud having a moment of silence right now to start to think about it. But I really would love everybody to think about how we are going to heal. And if you are hurting, if you are anxious, or you are depressed, seek help, reach out. And I think we got some work ahead of us.
Yeah. Okay. She's often been with us in times that we needed to be inspired and to feel love. And so I'm honored to call her a friend. And so we want to bring on our friend, Melissa Manchester. Hold on, Melissa.
You're muted, but you look great.
There you go. How about that?
Yes. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Melissa.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you all?
We're okay.
All right.
How are you doing?
I am so moved to be here with all of you. There are really no words that that we are celebrating this somber, momentous moment that needs to be recognized and celebrated. I too, John, have been singing in support of AIDS research since 1984. So we just walked the walk, and that Seth and James have done everything, whether it was Concerts for America. You are spectacular citizens. You know, it's really wonderful to call you friends as well.
Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you,
Melissa, I said I knew that you would come up with the right song. So
whatever you think,
whatever you think, and I'm going to put you here, and we'll watch from the side.
Here we go. In these times filled with troubles thick as smoke, and hope seems impossible to find, I think about that girl who went to Oz. She didn't like her world the way it was. So what was learned from her journey? I'd say a change of heart can happen, dream by dream, day by day. Dawn, your golden light lifts up my eyes to see your wonder. Gone, the night is gone, the storm that broke the sky with thunder. To free a better rainbow, to see a better rainbow. I know there's a better rainbow over all. Hope, wake up and see. Our secret dreams have wings for flying. Oh, look overhead. Look how she bends to hold us closer, to see that better rainbow. Believe a better rainbow. I know there's a better rainbow. Every drop of color is a tear already cried. Maybe it's an ancient sign that all's forgiven. Maybe it's time we find a better way to live, to see that better rainbow. Believe that better rainbow. I know there's a better rainbow. Let's go to that better rainbow. I know there's a better rainbow for us all.
That's great.
That was beautiful. Thank you, Melissa. That was perfect.
So pretty. Such great chord changes.
Oh, Melissa, we love you. We'll see you soon.
You bet. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Melissa.
And John, you're gonna stand by, right? We'll bring you on a little bit. All right.
I need to ask John's advice about what does it mean when you've had 3 cupcakes in a row?
I don't know. We want to bring on as you eat.
They're so good from the Actors Fund.
A woman that we basically spend every night with. I'm not talking about my mom. I'm not talking about our kid. I'm talking about Mandy. I'm talking about Chandra Wilson.
Dr. Bailey.
That's great.
Hi,
hello. Oh,
Hi.
goodness. My
We
heart's
really
so
do.
full listening to
I know.
Melissa. My
Wasn't that beautiful?
goodness. Yes, absolutely it was. And just where it came in the context of what you all were talking about right before and paying honor to, and how do you say this? Paying honor to mourning, because the last time I was with you, well, almost the last time, when I came on with Grays, it was between the insurrection, before the inauguration, right? We had no national mourning, yet no national recognition of the impact that this has had psychologically on our country. So, look at where we are now, just as far as that's concerned, and being able to acknowledge that loss and then celebrate the light at the end of the tunnel. Unfortunately, I heard a senator today said, why is the Biden administration, want to keep this COVID going, which blows my mind. But I'm looking at the blessings really of where we are and the relief that people are getting for being able to say out loud that someone was lost, and let's do better, and let's collectively do better, and let's get vaccinated, and let's find these pros in the middle of all these cons. So my heart's just really full.
And our heart is full because of the viewers, the donations. The Francis Lear Foundation donated $10,000 as a matching, and Aaron Hartley, our associate producer, put in the chat here, or David did, that we've well surpassed $10,000 tonight.
Doesn't mean to stop donating.
Doesn't mean to stop donating.
Keep it coming, yes.
But it's amazing. So
Sandra, I would love for you, because you mentioned this.
David actually just wrote $14,000.
Oh my
14.
gosh.
Yay.
There you go.
Chandra, you mentioned this last time, but I'd love for our viewers to know, because it just puts a personal face in it. Can you talk about your experience with the Actors Fund when you were not even just starting out? I mean, you were a working actress, but you still needed them.
Yeah, absolutely. They first came to me through Actors Equity. Actually, I was, I keep fudging 94, 95, 96 are kind of all a blur to me, but I think it must have been right, because I had just gotten a commercial check, and then New York State tax garnished my checking account and took it all from me. So I was broke and needed to pay my next month's rent. And I didn't want to call home and ask, it wasn't my mom or my dad's fault that I was an actor in New York. And so Equity pointed me in the direction of the Actors Fund, one of the places. And I didn't even know that it existed, and they were able to help me with that next month's rent, to help me kind of get on my feet until I could get, unemployment going again, while I was out there pounding the pavement and, looking for temp work. And I just always knew I was so grateful for that. At some point, I wanted to be able to not only pay that back, but then, to kind of pay that forward. And over the years, I did pay back what I was granted, and, continue to donate annually on my own. And then I'm now a member of the Western Council out here in LA, raising funds, and was so proud of the effort that the infrastructure that the Actors Fund already had put together, so that when this pandemic hit, they were there ready to grant to our entire industry as a whole. And people sometimes think that the Actors Fund is just for actors. And I don't know, I know we say it all the time. That is completely wrong. We help the entire industry, especially, my goodness, in our theater community, where at least film and television has been able to come back to a certain extent. entertainment, but there's no theater, no touring companies, no dance companies, no symphonies, the stagehands, like everybody, is waiting until we're finally able to get back into those theaters. And the Actors Fund is there for, we're at this point able to grant for the second time. So if you did a first time grant, you're able to come back in, and apply again. And those grants are up to $1,000. And that's really been helpful to our entertainment community as a whole. So it's one of the most proud things that I'm a part of. And, wherever we can get the word out and get that effort going, we do.
Chandra, no one, by the way, we've said this after Grey's Anatomy, and no one has said it better than you as far as the Actors Fund. And we've had a lot of amazing people on the show. You're like, talk about the amazing, perfect spokesperson. I just have to say. So that's number one. Number two, when we had you on the show, or you got Grey's Anatomy together. At that point, we literally had only watched season 1, but yet we had like crammed like an exam. And we had to deal with the spoiler alert by watching the current season.
So many spoilers.
So we wanted to show you, Chandra, where we're at, just to give you an idea.
We watched around 2 episodes a night.
Yeah, so this is where we're at. Is Seth is stuffing himself with the cupcake.
So good.
We just want you to know just like where we're at and watching you every night, okay?
Okay. Wait for the attendings to vote, just like we did when I won. You won your solo surgery? I was going to pretend you didn't feel the need to ask me that question, Yang. Of course I won. I was good. Didn't cut LVAD wires. Put my hand in balmy body cavities. I have my interns operating on themselves. I was special. I was young, gifted, and black. And everybody knew it. The attendants knew it. The chief knew it.
A little ego, just a little bit of ego she has.
We love her.
Yes.
Shonda, I want to show you one more thing that I just found, because you have this whole Broadway history that people don't know about, because you did do Chicago, but I think people think, oh, she did Chicago because she was a TV star. You had all these Broadway musicals before, man. I don't know if you've ever seen this, but this is when you were in Carolina Change and that statue comes down, the Confederate statue comes down, and you're describing it. Let's just have a little moment. You're in that cute little outfit. Take a gander.
Statue by the courthouse downtown, honoring the brave Confederate soldier, the South's defender, the Civil War. Ain't there no more? It ain't there no more. What you talking about? Last evening, somebody iced the hateful thing, unscrewed it, carried it away. Now who wants to do a thing like that? No witness, don't it just get trouble. Got it in that trouble all the way. Don't wanna hear. I know who to blame. Standing there 100 years. Now that statue just disappeared. Things change everywhere, even here. If you want to smoke.
Yeah.
That brings me so much joy. I tell you. I loved it. I loved that show. Every minute of it, every word I got to say, and just being on stage just fills me. That's where my heart is. It really is.
Chandra, before you go, I was hoping that maybe you could help us welcome two people. There's a Grey's Anatomy connection here because they work in a hospital, for real.
Okay, cool.
Devin and Ashley posted this picture in April, I believe. It was when COVID was at its height in New York City. And I remember seeing this picture and I thought, wow, people are watching the show, and it's when things are so horrible that they're able to take a break, take care of themselves, and they watched and they posted this mental break on our lunch break, Devin and Ashley. and it meant the world to us. And
Look, I think it's Audra and Will, right?
Is that I don't have my glasses. I think that might be Stephanie and Sebastian.
Oh, maybe it's Stephanie and Sebastian. It's a couple.
Well, let's bring on Devin and Ashley. If you don't mind, Chandra, saying hello to them. They're right here. They're literally on a break.
Hi. Oh my gosh, almost a year. Bless your hearts. That's the biggest thing I can say is bless your hearts for everything that I know this has been over that past year, and taking all those moments to celebrate Seth, James, just like being there to be able to jump in the way you guys did and provide this conduit and just plan B up a storm, right? And that's what this year has felt like. Okay, that didn't work. Plan C. Like it's just that's just constant what we've had to do. So I'm just celebrating you and thanking you and praying on your behalf and praying for your resilience and you know that there's some positives in the middle of you know everything else. I really hope that for you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
And you know, Chandra's a doctor, so it's a big deal if she's saying that to you.
Just saying.
We appreciate you as well.
On that note, Chandra, thank you. We love you. We'll see you next time.
Thank you so much. Congratulations on this crazy anniversary, but yay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Chandra.
what you guys have been able to give us. Thank you.
See you tonight. See you tonight.
Yeah, we'll see you tonight.
Hey, Devin and Ashley, maybe you can help. I just got a private message from David that my face is blue from the cupcake. Do you have icing all over my face?
It's your mouth, your lips, a little blue.
Well, look, it was basically a chocolate cupcake.
Wow,
with
that's
black...
pretty bad. Wow, it looks crazy.
But isn't this sort of like an 80s look? Remember when you had blue lipstick in the 80s? Don't I look retro? Anybody back me up on that?
It looks good.
Oh, Devin and Ashley, you're way too nice.
I'll go have some water.
Yeah, you need to go. I'll ask a couple of questions here. So, Devin and Ashley, obviously you're theater people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you love theater. Like, what was the last show that you saw? Are you in New York, by the way? You are in New York, right? Or did I get it wrong?
We are not in New York now. We were. So we're actually traveling nurses. So when the pandemic hit, we were already working in the city. And then we ended up staying until the end of August. And then we had to leave after that.
Okay. And where are you now?
We are in North Carolina right now.
And I hate to ask, but maybe you'll give me good news. Is it? Do you see any difference? Maybe I'll put it that way. In North Carolina, as far as masks or versus New York when you were here, because you were here for quite a while.
As far as masks go, I would say it was more people would wear it more up north than they do here. They don't seem to take the mask thing as serious down here, but it's also a whole different culture down here. Many more people up north in the city, so that could be a difference there.
So, okay, I have a lot of questions, and I know you're literally on a break. So, first off, do we have you for like more than one more minute?
Yes, we got about 20 minutes. We're okay.
Okay, here's a question that I have not asked anyone that I'm going to ask the both of you literally on our live stream, and that is and this is kind of a serious question. It's popping out, and that is, how do you, as professionals in the healthcare field, handle people who don't wear masks and then get sick? It's one thing to get sick and there's a mistake. It's another thing to not wear masks or to be vigilant about not wearing it, and then they end up being in your care. How does a nurse, how does a doctor deal with that? I don't know. In other words, it's almost, I don't know. How do you deal with it? Or maybe you're in the middle of it, so you'll deal with it in 6 months or a year when this is over. Does that make sense, my question?
It's really frustrating because we ourselves, just being in the healthcare, we've experienced a lot of trauma mentally, emotionally, going through all of this. And so when I see somebody that doesn't have a mask on, or because we work in the intensive care unit, so we see the sickest of the sick. Wow. It's just very frustrating because we know the possibilities that can happen, the poor outcomes we've seen in general, pretty much. And so to have people not take it seriously and then end up and want every treatment that they could possibly get to beat it, that's our job. We can't have judgment. We take care of everybody that comes in, but it is extremely frustrating
And all
to
they
see
have,
that.
and all they have to do is wear a mask, and that's literally all they're asked of. And some can't even do that.
Getting back to Stars in the House, because we could go down a rabbit hole here for me. And Seth changed his shirt.
Yes.
Devin and Ashley, how did you hear about the show? Because that was really early on when you posted that.
I think we saw it on either Twitter or Instagram, one of the social medias, and
we're very big fans of Stephanie J. Block. And so I think she had posted that she was going to be on. And so I was like, well, let's try to watch. And we didn't get it live, but we got to watch on our lunch break. And then we just kind of followed it after that because it's like a break from everything else that we were going through. It was just like a hour and a half, 2 hours of just kind of taking our minds out of what had been going on and having a break to laugh and watch Broadway songs that we don't get to see live in theater anymore.
Yeah.
So that's how we first heard about it.
So when you first saw it, then you didn't see it live.
Correct.
You didn't see Stephanie and Sebastian live when you first saw it.
Who is Stephanie J. Block? She's an actress?
I think so. No, yes.
So if you didn't watch them live then, but you know what? How about watching them live right now?
I looked at Seb and I said I was not planning on crying. I am such a big fan of you guys. The work you're doing, I know I'm so emotional anyway. I'm normal and I should be on a stage. So all these emotions but you guys, you've worked so hard. And I think the last time we saw each other was perhaps backstage of the Cher show. Right? Is that true?
Women on Fire.
Yeah, we saw
Women
that.
on Fire. That's right.
Yeah, because I think that was after the Carlisle. I'm not sure which one.
I think that was the last thing was the Women on Fire.
Look, they know my life.
You present your wedding band because you got so into it. You slammed it down on the bench.
Oh my gosh, that's right. And I bet my wedding band that night because I was such an actress, such an artiste. You're doing okay in North Carolina?
We're doing a lot better. We're doing okay here. It's calmed down a lot over here, so that's been very helpful.
Okay.
How long are you for?
You know this guy, right?
Hi.
Yes, Maddie Secretary, big fan. We have 3 weeks left here.
You have 3 weeks left, and then do you know where you're headed next? Is that, or do you not know until last minute?
Yeah, we normally don't know until about 4 weeks in advance, but we're taking about a month off just to take a relaxation break. Yeah,
great.
Yeah,
so,
great.
Need it.
We're excited to just not do anything except for hang out, and we got a house in Florida on the beach, so
just relaxing.
What do you miss the most about theater besides sitting in the audience and watching? What do you miss the most?
The joy that it brings, honestly. The joy and happiness, and I don't know, it's like you get to escape from real life for a hot second.
Yeah.
And
It's like an out-of-body experience to just go. There's no judgment. You just envelop yourself in the emotions and the music and the storyline, and it just brings so much joy. I love theater and I miss it so much. I can't wait. I'm sure you guys
But then our patron saints, Seth and James, are here to fill that void.
Yes, and that's what they did when they started this. We came on, or we watched because you had advertised you were going to be on, and we were like, oh, we get to see Steph again. And then it just kind of filled that void that we weren't getting to have, because being in New York, we were at Broadway like at least twice a week, I think, that entire time we were there.
Yeah.
And then it just got like ripped away from everybody, and it really stepped in and filled that void for us to have Seth and James do this with all the Broadway and just actors in general, you know, TV, film, everything.
We were going to do this, but Seb and I are going to do a concert a month from now with Seth and James. Is there a song you guys want to hear? Because we'll do it.
Oh, I love Move On. I love when you guys sing.
You want us to do the Flipperoo Move On?
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Wait, is it a flip version where Seb sings Dot's part? Is that what you mean by
The
flip?
reverse, yeah.
I love that.
Lincoln Center.
Yeah.
Wait, so this is the concert we were going to do in January. We postponed it, but what's the new date? I can't remember. April 8th.
April 18th, I think.
That's right.
Sunday the 18th.
Okay.
So we'll do Move On.
You got it.
got to get to work because that was not part of our
You
set
just give
list.
us homework.
You can do it.
Sondheim. I got to practice. All right.
Ah.
We have faith. We have faith.
All right. Well, Devin, Ashley, Stephanie, Seb, thank you so much.
So
Bring it
great.
on.
Thank you. Thank you, Steph and Sam, for getting on and saying hello.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
Steph and James, thanks for having us.
Have
Thank
a
you,
great
nurses.
rest. Bye.
Thank you for saving New York.
Yeah.
We
Thanks.
love Seth.
Thank you.
For all
Bye,
of
bye,
Right.
Vivi. Bye, Vivi.
Bye. Bye.
Wow, so many fun
Oh
friends we
my
got to see tonight.
gosh. All right. So okay, hold
Who the hell's
on.
next?
I think we need to bring on a viewer. In fact, let's see. Hold on. We're going to bring on Rob. Thank you for your patience. We have, hold on.
Oh, that wonderful video he made.
I want to show the video, the little bit of the video that he submitted before we bring him on.
I loved it.
Hi, Seth and James. My name is Rob Cork. I'm a stage manager and actor here in the Northern Virginia and Washington, D.C. area. I'm standing in Black Lives Matter Plaza near the White House, and the bells from the church nearby just started to go off behind me. Congratulations on 1 year of Stars in the House. It's been wonderful to watch all of the programs that you've done. You've done an excellent job, and thank you for keeping us connected.
And here he is. Hey,
Hi, guys.
Rob.
Hi. I love that you live inside the set of Camelot.
Well, you're seeing the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang room. I'm a huge fan of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and my wife and I decorated the room, and she said, if you're going to have a nice collection, you got to display it and not stick it in a drawer.
I love Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. That movie is amazing. I'm a big fan of that movie. We love that video you made. So that was in DC, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I live in Northern Virginia, so I was in D.C. for the day filming a couple of things, and I filmed it on my phone. And as I was filming, the bells started to go off. I did not plan it that way, but wow, what a moment.
It's really beautiful. And you said as a stage manager?
Well, my day job, I work for a major nonprofit health system here in Virginia, and I do website editing. And as you can imagine, it's been quite a year of lots of updates about first things being shut down and then looking forward to the vaccine and getting the word out to lots of people about things that would normally be shared in print. So that's my day job. I also do theater, so I stage manage at the Little Theater of Alexandria, Virginia, and the Workhouse Arts Center, which is a former prison. And then in November, I was actually fortunate enough to be on stage. I do a one-man show, Will Rogers USA, and they invited me in, and we got to do a socially distanced show in November. And boy, what a blessing to be on the stage, you know?
Wow, Rob.
Oh, how great. I love that you run the gamut.
Well, thank you so much for your patience, because I know we had you scheduled earlier, and for watching. And the video was just I loved it. I loved where it was, and really appreciate it.
Well, you're welcome. And a shout out to all my fellow stage managers out there.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And ASMs.
That's right. All right. Well, hold on. Well, here's a friend who's applauding right here. Kayala. Kayala Settle, everyone.
Oh, I'm still crying over that. I was crying from the Stephanie and Seth thing. It's so overwhelming. It's incredible. Thank you so much for making that video. When I heard those bells go off, that's when I lost it.
Yeah.
That's when I lost it. What an incredible night. What an incredible night. It's so important. I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad to be here. Such a privilege. Such a privilege. And I'm glad that you guys said ASMs as well, because I think, like as Ms. Chandra Wilson said, a lot of people that are in the business don't realize when we say the Actors Fund, it is a slew of people that put these shows together, that make it happen, that are also under that umbrella of the term, the Actors Fund. So I'm glad that you said to all the stage managers and all the ASMs, those poor people, y'all have to look after us when these shows go up. Right. Once these shows open, you poor people are professional babysitters from that point on. For the company. Fight me if you think I'm wrong, but I truly believe that. I truly believe that. You guys are amazing.
The amount of times I've signed in past half hour, I can't even tell you. I'm like the worst person. I'm a nightmare.
Yeah, and they'll probably just walk right past you because there's like 3 or 4 other issues that are way bigger than you not coming on time to sign in. You know what I mean?
Oh, I've been written up.
As long as you have a downbeat, game seal. Game seal.
Rob, thank you so much. We'll see you in the chat, and thank you for watching.
You're welcome.
And,
God bless. Take care.
All right, bye. Kayala, Okay, there's so much. This is just going to be like you're at home with us. So we're going to show you this video. All of a sudden I can hear myself. Okay, here we go. So this, gosh, I'm going to get this wrong.
Video?
You're going to love this. These are two a married couple from London, and this is like all the videos. I would say people need to go online, and I think Jen Weiss is going to put them up on our Facebook page tomorrow.
All the fan videos.
This one though, you have to watch the whole thing.
Dr. LaPook, you have to watch.
And Dr. LaPook, it's like you're gonna love it. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna show it.
Tonight, at a Little Knit Music Theatre's first Bravo Awards, Stars in the House swept the board, winning in the Best Entertainment, Best Comedy, Best Documentary, and Best Simmering Marital Tension categories. In addition, Dr. John LaPook, their resident medical advisor, received Best Voice of Reason in a Pandemic Award. Host Seth Rudetsky and James Wesley, seen here with Diane Kelber, who won Best Public Liaison, stated, "It has been exhausting, but the whole team have risen to the challenge, and we are thrilled that we have raised so much money for the Actors Fund." Outside, we spoke to their #1 fans.
We're really thrilled that Stars in the House won tonight.
Inspiring, and it kept us going through all this lockdown.
Because we've been to lots of musicals, but every day there's something new.
Learning about new shows, and of course Dr. LaPook.
Oh yeah,
that's
Dr.
been
LaPook.
amazing.
Yeah, really trust Dr. LaPook. Mark Shaman we like, don't we? We like Mark Shaman when he's on Alan Menken. We started watching Scandal as well.
We have, yeah, that's your fault.
Hooked
We're
on
all
that.
stressed now.
Yeah, yeah. So really pleased. Well done.
Isn't that great?
That's so creative.
Brilliant. Oh my goodness, it's so brilliant. So brilliant.
Okay, so
I missed that
here's another video, Kayla, because this is going to lead into some more guests here. So you got to watch this.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Molly. I'm Caitlin. And I'm Danielle.
All three of us grew up loving theater, became theater professionals, and then in the past year, Stars in the House viewers.
We've been watching together but apart since the beginning of the pandemic and have each made contributions to the show that have made it to air.
There's another question. This is one from one of our longtime viewers, and I think it's relevant for probably quite a few people.
We even have a group text chain, but you already know about that.
Caitlin told me that, first of all, you watch Stars in the House, which is very sweet, and you have a whole text chain about it with Danielle.
We'd really love to be on the show, and we'd really, really love a Hairspray reunion soon. Hope to join the conversation for the 1-year anniversary.
And here they are.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Hello, ladies. How are we all doing a year in? How are you guys all doing?
Great. Sorry. We always say you should be in our text chain because we watch this.
You are one of our favorites.
Oh, you guys are so sweet. I'm grateful that you watch and that you're here to support and that you've been here the whole time. It's true. One of the reasons why we miss doing what we love doing. You know what I mean? It's all about you guys and the reason why it's so special. So it's so brilliant. I'm so glad you guys are here. Where's everybody at?
Yeah. Where is everyone?
Yeah.
Where's everybody at?
I'm in New York.
Cool.
I left New York and I'm in Pennsylvania.
Whatever.
Okay.
I'm
in Florida, but I go back to New York next week.
Oh, great. Come on, Molly. Let's go.
No.
Let's go.
I wrote a letter into Stars in the House very early on, the night you sang "This Is Me" in your Oscar dress, and you commented on it, and I very much appreciate it, and I'm a little excited that this happened.
Oh, thank you so much. That was an incredible week. That was like the first week where emails started. We were receiving emails. Kelly was in the email chain. Audra was in the email chain from Seth and James going, guys, we have this idea. If we're in lockdown for 2 weeks,
right.
Let's see if we can do this. And ironically enough, at the time, I was supposed to be doing a concert in San Francisco with Seth. And that concert got canceled the week that San Francisco got hit massively with the coronavirus. And that was probably maybe 2 or 3 days before today, like a year ago.
Yeah. It was shocking. It was shocking. I was in Scottsdale, Arizona. We found out the concert was canceled, and then everything just went so fast, suddenly downhill.
So fast.
But where is that Oscar gown now? Is the question.
is hanging. It needs to be taken in.
Whoa. Yes.
It needs to be taken in, but I'm keeping that thing. I mean, here's the fortunate thing, because we're always clearly now, because of this pandemic, we're so technology driven, because that's how we communicate and that's how we were able to do things as quickly as we possibly can. People ain't gonna remember that dress. They're gonna remember it after I singing it again 6 times, and then they're gonna go back to YouTube and be like on TikTok going, "You guys remember this dress?" And then move it over, and then move it over again for the next the next moment I sing it, and then move it over again, and I'm like, "Well, I got my money's worth, my friend."
Dazzle it.
Yeah, of course you can. You know, that was such a great week.
It was crazy because that was like
we didn't know what we were doing. We had I mean, and by we, I mean me. You guys had a setup. And so at that point, when I'm sure you were doing this with everybody else, when you're trying to put a show together, you're like, let's do this. Let's see if we can do this, because there were no rules anymore. There were no rules. And so we were making things up as we went along, which ended up being the layout of what you guys now all see every night. Is, you know, Stars in the House. It was incredible. It was incredible. And it's kept me, even when I'm not on it, of course, kept me sane and kept me hopeful and kept me in a place where when I am feeling low, once I get into the show, it's like, I'm good. And I'm texting Seth like the whole time going, oh my gosh, I'm crying. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Oh my gosh. And Seth's trying to have a show, poor guy. But it's calm.
That's all you need to text us.
Calm down.
Yeah, text us.
Yeah, now you need to be on their text chain.
Join that chain.
Andy?
No, just Sosa's.
Well, right there. So
sorry. I have Sosa's donations.
Oh, okay. So hold on.
Yeah,
so
I have it.
You have some, right?
I do. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
you begin.
And then
okay,
we
would have sent this to your guys' text chain, but I don't have it. So I'll read the donation. So
there you go.
Okay, first one. I couldn't not do this tonight, right? I can't imagine what this past year would have been without you guys. Love, Isabel from Germany, $365. That's amazing.
Oh my God, for every day of the year.
So much. Seth and James are miracle workers. Thank you for giving me a reason to wake up, work hard, and smile during the toughest days. And for that, wow, I cannot thank you enough. I will never forget this experience. P.S. Shout out to Diane and Jen for their endless optimism.
Oh, I agree.
And I think that's it. I think that is it.
Oh, well, good. We have more.
We also we have the chairman of the board of the Actors Fund, Brian Stokes Mitchell, to read more.
Hey, you guys, hey, everybody, Seth and James, congratulations to you guys. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe you are still standing or sitting. And through all of this, when you first told me what this was going to be and that you were going to be doing, I said, oh, you're going to be doing this how often? Like, how many shows? Oh, we're going to be doing like 2 shows a day for like, for 9 days a week. It's like, what? How are you going to be doing? Are you crazy? And here you are. You've done that. You've raised so much money for the Actors Fund. You have brought so much happiness to so many people. You have connected our community together again, just to get to see each other, like you guys, like Kayla, everybody, all you ladies, Molly, Caitlin, Danielle.
Yes!
Everybody's a part of this community, and you've made our community even smaller and more beautiful and more just scrumptious than it ever was before, and that's thanks to you guys. I just can't. I know you're probably tired of blushing from all the compliments today, but you are like 2 of the most incredible people I have ever met, and I'm just so grateful to know you. I am so grateful to be sharing this time on this planet with you guys. I'm so grateful to be in this virtual room with problem solvers, and people that are trying to make this world a better place. And I can tell you guys how much I love you and how much I'm grateful for you, not only as chairman of the board of the Actors Fund, but as an actor and as a member of this beautiful, beautiful community that we are all so lucky to be a part of. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Stokes. And thank you for the name Stars in the House.
Yes.
You're welcome. I'm happy to give it to you guys. What was the original name? Do you remember what the original name was?
Yes, it was called Broadway at Home, and you were like,
Broadway
"That
at
is
Home."
limiting and it sucks."
Yeah.
Smooth festive I've ever heard one.
Shut up.
Did I say that sucks? Is that what I said?
James did.
So, Stokes, you have some donations too?
I do. I have some donations. This is this is great. You know what? How many times have I been on the show now? I've never read donations. This is my first time.
Really?
Donations. Yes.
Get into it.
And this, I'm into it. I'm into it. Okay. All right. Here we have. Thanks, Seth and James, for the company and entertainment this past year. I loved getting to know all of the stars that I never knew about before, and I have so many new favorites now. Thanks for all you have done. Paul from New Hampshire, who gave $250.
Thank you, Paul. Thank
Ken
you.
from Connecticut. Thank you, Ken, for your $100. Here's one from an AEA stage manager who is missing calling that house to half cue.
And we miss hearing it.
Oh, man, don't we?
Oh.
Thank you to Seth and James for all you and your crew have done to help the Actors Fund and keep us all sane through this long and crazy year with the love of musicals and theater. Donna from California, $150. Thank you, Donna.
Stage manager.
And Seth, James, and everyone that has been involved in bringing stars in the house to us for the past year. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for inviting us into your homes every night, sharing your talents, stories, and love, and making us all feel like family. Randy from Pittsburgh with $100. Thank you so much, Randy. This is incredible. $16,000 has been raised tonight, which plus a $10,000 match. You guys, you are just miracle workers. This is, I cannot believe this. I can't get the smile off my face. This is so delightful.
Well, it's these viewers that are so unbelievably generous. It's shocking to us that these aren't corporations donating. These are just people at home. It really makes me choke up. But in a little bit of lightness, I wanted to say, Stokes, we had Annette Benning on, and we were concerned about what you guys are going to be doing after the pandemic. So we had a couple of ideas for some musicals where maybe you and Annette can star together. We perhaps maybe thought the two of you could star in Grease. You look stunning.
Yeah.
That's so wrong.
Wow.
The other option, it's not age appropriate, but with a big enough theater, it could work. Instead of Annette, there we go.
Oh, that is so funny. That's going to give me nightmares tonight. Thank you for that. Oh, my goodness.
Those are the options.
Before all of you go, I want to bring on our friend that I know you want to thank also, because we couldn't be here. The show would not be the same without him, and that's Dr. John LaPook.
Yes!
Yes! Dr. John, I was just thinking, you are a doctor, but you really do have an artist's heart. So that's why I think you fit in so well.
Oh, that's a wonderful compliment. And isn't it amazing? Getting echoed now, but isn't it amazing that you're talking to the world, and yet it's such a cozy feeling? And I think that's one of the things that people respond to and that resonates with everybody. So brava, as you taught me to say, to you. And to everybody else who's been participating and being part of this family.
And of course, we want to thank the Francis Lear Foundation for the $10,000 match, which we can happily say we have surpassed.
Yes.
Amazing.
It is amazing.
Thank you.
So 27 big ones.
So far.
27 large. Maybe we can get to 30, he said greedily.
Yeah.
We want to bring on someone else someone that's helped us behind the scenes with the stunning. If you haven't seen those pictures of us, where are they? There they are. If you've seen these amazing drawings of us, it's Justin Squiggs Robertson, who's just so brilliant, and every drawing he does has so much joy in it. We want him to be here tonight. Please welcome Justin Squiggs Robertson.
Hey, Squiggs.
Hello.
Oh my gosh. This night is wrecking me. Come on. You all are amazing. I'm so honored to be here and to celebrate this. I mean, it's awful what's brought us here, but it's become this amazing sign of community and the people that support this every day. It's just amazing. I've got my my dabbing.
Just got sleeves. That's all I've got.
Just sleeves. Yeah. I didn't wear my long sleeves today, but this is amazing.
Squig, Thank you. Put together this video. I want to show it. It's a couple of minutes long, but it's
So beautiful.
It's so brilliant, and it artistically beautifully sums up this past year and the hope that's ahead of us for theater. Do you want to set it up or?
Sure. It's this little thing that I started scribbling like early last summer as we were kind of realizing that this wasn't going to end then, and with everyone in our community, we're dealing with these feelings of anxiety and uncertainty, and I've just got to say, and it's going to wreck me, but thank you, Dr. LaPoop, for your words. So as a part of that and this community, I just started writing stuff down and feeling the way that we as a community learn how to connect. And that's early on in stories around bedtime stories and the fireplace and, the dinner table, and how that translates to the theater, and then how it shut down, and then how we've attempted to reconnect by amazing things like Stars in the House and so many different ways. And then how there's a glimmer of hope now. As this vaccine is rolling out, the vaccines are rolling out, and we have the possibility of returning to a new normal. So it's this little illustrated short that I kind of created with the help of my friend Ari, who wrote the music for it. And yeah, here it is.
Great music. Here we go. Yes.
Wow. Wow.
That is brilliant.
Well, thanks. It's a lot of feelings and thoughts mooshed up into a few minutes, and
It's all right there. Your heart just got projected onto the screen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow.
It's and Stars in the House has been such a lifeline, figuratively and literally, to so many people, and I'm so happy that I have a teeny part in the family here, and just to be a part, and all of you on the screen, and all of you out there watching.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, I just got an email or a text from Maggie at the Actors Fund. So Joe,
who's been our right-hand person like this entire time.
Yes, we talk to her daily, basically, and
Just
so
FaceTimed
I'm gonna bring on Joe Benacasa because he's still back.
Oh.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, hello, guys.
So Joe, I wanted to read Maggie's text that she just texted me. So we're at, because she's like keeping track, not just the people who send in the donations, forward them to us. So not even including the $10,000 from the Francis Lear Foundation, we are at more than $15,500. So with that match, we're at $25,500. So we're only a few $1,000s short of $750,000. And that $750,000, which I think we're all proud of, every single penny has gone to the Actors Fund. The overhead costs have been covered by wonderful people like the Berlanti Family Foundation and SiriusXM and viewers like you when we did our pledge drive at the end of December, and Donna tonight from Hawaii. So every penny has gone to the Actors Fund in this year.
So we're less than $5,000 away from
$750,000 that 100% has gone to the Actors Fund. That's right. Shout out to Maggie. So we wanted to bring you on, Joe, for that.
We thought you'd like that news.
Great. Oh, that's fantastic news. Thank you so much. And we're identifying, we're going to bring in some more donors to keep this show going. We want to hit $1 million, guys. And what you've done over the past year is just absolutely remarkable. You've helped so many people, and you've built a great worldwide community to support the creative community. And thank you so much.
We love the Actors Fund.
All right, so Squigs, we're gonna say good night. John, you stay here.
Beautiful video.
So Squigs, good night. Kayala, we love you. Molly, Caitlin, Danielle, we'll see you in the chat.
Go text each other.
Joe Benacasa and Stokes, we love you both, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon, man.
All right.
We have our final.
So John, there were all these videos that came in, and they're so I would have just been on the phone with you all day yesterday afternoon, but I'm like, oh, John works. I can't just be calling and wanting to FaceTime every single video. So Jack Plotnick put together this, I think it's 3 or 4 minutes of a compilation of the videos that came in from people all over the world. So I wanted you to be on to watch it, and we can talk about it afterward.
What time is it? It's time for Stars in the House. Anywho.
Tonight, at a Little Nick Music Theatre's first Bravo Awards, Stars in the House swept the board, winning in the Best Entertainment, Best Comedy, Best Documentary, and Best Simmering Marital Tension categories.
You've brought the entire Broadway community together during this time, which makes me as a theater nerd very happy and proud.
How resilient, how generous, how strong, how insane theater people are.
Seth, James, and everyone who comes on the show always seems to brighten my day whenever I tune in.
Sierra Bog has read out my donation, and probably the peak of my entire life.
You have created a family. You have created a community. You've given us Dr. LePook and his incredible updates.
I hope that Stars in the House has a wonderful first year anniversary. You guys deserve it. You bring so much joy in my life, and you do such great work.
I love that you guys have built such a big and loving and caring and charitable community.
I always enjoy the show so much as a young man diagnosed with autism, but I always loved performing in the theater, and your show has changed my life.
There are so many people that are part of this Stars in the House community that have been blessed by what you're bringing into our homes every night.
Stars in the House has brought lots of happiness and joy to many, many Broadway fans during this uncertain time. Here's to more Stars in the House moments until the curtains rise again.
Congratulations on 1 year of Stars in the House. It's been wonderful to watch all of the programs that you've done. You've done an excellent job, and thank you for keeping us connected.
Thank you for sharing your fishbowl game nights. A definite highlight, even if they ended up 3 hours long. And it was fun figuring out what the spot was on Jack's camera.
Wowsy, wowsy, woo woo.
Happy anniversary, Stars in the House.
It's hard on our own sometimes, but Seth and James are here to make the hours more sublime.
Spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call, and I'll celebrate. Stars in the House.
Every day for a year I've watched Stars in the House to give myself the Broadway I miss.
Thanks to you guys, we've been able to keep our sense of humor for this long year during this pandemic.
And you know deep down at the bottom of my soul I have you to thank for my sanity.
So I did get an award for donating, so that was kind of cool.
We've been watching together but apart since the beginning of the pandemic.
We even have a group text chain.
But the real highlight of these shows are the creators and hosts Seth and James, who invite us into their home almost every day. Hashtag simmering marital tension.
Simmering marital tension.
Simmering marital tension.
Thanks for all you've given us, and may the simmering marital tension never fully boil over.
Stars in the House has been the silver lining to this COVID cloud.
Nina West Disney Legends Party, Lea Salonga, a bunch of cast reunions, Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, Carousel, Newsies, The Prom, Spring Awakening, Next to Normal.
We are forever grateful for what you have done for us during.
James and Seth and Paul and Jack, and we love all of you.
Thanks, guys, for everything. We love you.
Thank you for bringing the stars into my house.
I am utterly and truly obsessed. 'Cause without you, my year would have been nothing.
Well, I certainly can't remember ever writing a prescription that was more healing than what you guys have done in the past year. So thank you for letting me come along for the ride.
Thank you. I really can't imagine doing it without you. And even if I weren't hosting it, I can relate to all of the viewers when they say that they are so grateful to you, John, because I know that my stress level has gone down because you're in my life, and these smart questions that that have come from our viewers in this past year over the hundreds of times you've been on the show has put my mind at ease and has allowed me to inform my friends and a wider group. And I know that I'm not alone. So thank you for saying yes when we called you on that.
He volunteered.
You called us about the hand washing, and then we were like, well, tonight we're doing it. That was a year ago today.
Well, there is a theme here. The answer is yes. What's the question?
Right? Hold on. Of course we were. Hold on. Because of course we were distracted because the dog is crying. So now you have to start over, John.
No, I was just saying there's a common theme with you and Seth, which is the answer is yes. What's the question?
That's true.
So you're just giving an empathy. To paraphrase Lin-Manuel Miranda, empathy is empathy is empathy is empathy. You know, that's what I feel. All these people coming together, caring about one another, being empathetic and compassionate, and having being on good behavior, modeling good behavior, modeling love and generosity, not to mention all the talent. So anyway, it's been a great ride. I'm here as long as you'll have me.
Well,
thank you, Dr. Al.
Okay, well, obviously we have to bring on one more person, and then I'm going to get the dogs.
Stop
the dogs
looking
are
away.
going crazy, and that is David Katz.
Yes, Queen.
We couldn't do it without David.
Thank you, guys. What a show. I mean, thank you all. I was saying this during the sound check to the folks that joined us tonight, the fans. Thank you all for your support and for watching. I was saying to somebody, it's comfort. I think Seth said it at the beginning, to have this every night, to know it's there, and these people rely on it, and we're so grateful to be able to give it to them. And Dr. LaPook, thank you for your contribution and everything you've done. It's been so amazing to work with you all. It's so incredible. Thank you so much. And the donations tonight, Paul was sending them to me, couldn't stop. I mean, they were just flying in. So thank you, Paul, for that. And thank you to the team, everybody who works for Stars in the House.
Absolutely.
Our little team.
Yes, thank you. We'll chat tomorrow at our meeting, I'm sure.
We'll chat tomorrow. And we've got, look, this is literally, we're
just the beginning.
David,
big shows this week.
I'll be guest host because tomorrow we have Head Over Heels, one of our favorite Broadway musicals. We've got the cast. Thursday, Little House on the Prairie, and we just got confirmation that Karen Grassley, who played the mother, is joining us.
Mother Ingalls.
So we've got that cast reunion. Friday, The West Wing with Martin Sheen and Allison Janney and Jimmy Smits and the whole gang. And then Saturday, the entire cast of 30-something. So we've got
David,
a big week.
You got a lot of clips to pull, poor David Katz.
He knows. David and I have been working on clips since last week so that we wouldn't be completely exhausted.
We have, and people are in for a treat. James pulls the best clips, and everybody's going to really enjoy them. So definitely tune into those reunions. And Seth's concert on Sunday with Jackie Hoffman.
Oh, my concert is Sunday. You are correct. That is Sunday afternoon. And by the way, we have a new hashtag, Bagel in the House.
Yeah, Bagel in the House. All right. He was barking. All right. Thank
Jeff,
you.
you stayed the
everyone.
whole show. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Carol. Okay, everybody, we had a great night. Dr. LaPook, we've got a midnight show, so rest up and let's see you soon.
Good night, guys. Pleasant
dreams. Good night. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye, David.
All right. So
and now
rolling it.
I will
can't
roll.
reach over.
Oh, we never added our music. We're going to add our super music. Okay, we will eventually.
Mark?
1, 2, 3.
Okay. See everyone tomorrow.
I'll play something. What am I playing?
I know.
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Okay, way too short.
That is a little short.
What was Jack playing?
I was going to say, so though, instead of the music, why don't you say how many cupcakes you've had tonight?
I already admitted it. I have had 3 cupcakes. Danielle, stop laughing. I can see you. Is there anything? 3 cupcakes, Anne?